Hey guys, it's Matt Lucas sitting here with the Profetic Calaveras. We got Alex Ruiz
What's up?
and Callie Togo.
Hi.
And we're going to be sitting here talking about music. So first of all, I want to start off the band name, pronunciation, how to say it correctly, and where it came from.
Okay, so prophetic, it's phonetically just like the English translation or word. We just decided to put an F in front of it. I mean, grammatically, it's incorrect. Everything's wrong about it, but you pronounce it exactly how you would say the English version. And then Calaveras, it's sort of a mouthful. I don't know. It translates to skull, skulls in Spanish, and so it was just kind of like when we were in New Jersey, visiting our family, and kind of when we first started this new project, what we wanted to do, what we wanted to say. It was actually the first thing I came up with. I just kind of looked at my arm.
Not lying.
Because we were just like, I'm trying to think of a new band name, or it's just like, we have old stuff that we've done, but we want to totally do something new. We want to do something that we felt was more of our heritage. Yeah. And I looked at my arm and I was like, Profetic Calaveras? I just threw it out there. And
So did you have the skull tattoo?
Yeah. When did I get? I got this a few years ago as a Christmas present.
Okay.
His first tattoo.
My first and only tattoo.
It was a skull.
Yeah.
And it inspired the name for the band too.
Pretty much.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I had no idea it meant skull, and you guys have it on all your merch and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Advertise it.
Yeah.
There's actually a little bit of a story that we put behind it, because when he first said it, I wasn't very keen to the idea, mostly because skulls usually in our culture represent death.
Yeah.
Which I wasn't really too happy about, but the idea of prophetic skulls, as it came to me, was as Christians we usually read Ezekiel 37 and we don't think much of it, and that's the valley of the dry bones, when Ezekiel prophesies to life an army of skulls. And it just felt really powerful to me to have prophetic skulls as a name and alluding it to that biblical passage.
Yeah.
And sort of just kind of like what we want to do for people is like kind of spread the message of God and Jesus and bring life to people, like what can bring more life than that? It's just like kind of, in a sense, like we, with what we're doing, wanting to help with the vibrations that we create musically, uplift people, make them feel alive again, So
yeah.
A lot of people, they'll get into like a depression or something, they just like get stuck and stagnant. And it's just like, there's, we weren't meant to be like that.
Yeah.
We were meant to be free and happy and have the pursuit of happiness, it's not, there too many people are getting to this like sort of comfortable sort of like little place, and it's just kind of like, is that truly living?
So your music is like a way of breathing new life into people.
That's what we hope we're doing. That's what we feel like we want to accomplish. It's a work in progress.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big goal, but that's cool. That's a cool goal to to reach for.
Mm-hmm.
So, dream.
So who is your inspiration for your sound, and what made you want to pursue this?
The biggest answer to that question would be God, first and foremost, of course. But also just seeing how the state of our civilization is as it is today. And just seeing how many different people are going through depression and anxiety and all these different types of mental disorders. But when we really look at it, we are truly blessed here in America compared to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And we feel like we are entitled to that depression and entitled to have all these different feelings that we are not happy enough. When in reality, our society is the most prosperous than any other societies here in the world, except maybe China.
yeah, I got you.
But it just, it made us feel a little sad, and we wanted something that we could do, as little as we are, as just people, that could start a movement, something.
Okay, cool. You got anything to add to it?
I mean, as well as that, did you mean like other like musical influences? As well?
Yeah, musical influences too. So like where you kind of get your sound from, your background in music too. No, that's great. I love it. I love hearing the inspiration as far as actual inspiration too.
Yeah.
But yeah, also as far as bands and genres and stuff that you listen to.
And then so on top of that, yeah, it's pretty much a little bit of everything. You know, she's Brazilian. She has a lot of like Brazilian folk music and samba and different, you know, things she pulls from. I'm half Mexican, half Salvadorian. I have, you know, that's another stuff, you know, more music to pull from. I was born here in America, and, you know, grew up listening to a lot of different genres of music. So it's just kind of like whatever we, you know, has been put in front of us that we just, you know, love to hear. You know, you pick a little bit of something every time you hear something new, you know. Like I love, you know, elements of jazz and prog and rock and metal and blues and just classical, just like trying to find a way to blend it all together in a very cohesive and accessible. Like that's what we wanted to, you know, make music that was accessible to people, but still, like, you know, for those musicians, you know, it would be still really fun for people to hear.
Yeah.
So that's just kind of like where we're at and inspiration-wise and stuff.
So I feel like I've seen you guys a few times, and so I've seen that in your music. You guys use a lot of different instruments that I feel like nobody else, especially in East Texas, is using. So what's kind of some of like the unique stuff that you try to bring into your music as far as with your heritage and your background that you don't think anybody else is doing that makes you guys unique?
Well, I'm trying to think. I want to do more of like hand percussion. There's a lot of like Latin hand percussion that it's so just unique. There's so many different types of percussion instruments that are just, you know, they're stuff made from like gourds and a stick, you know?
Yeah.
It's the coolest thing ever. And then, was it the cuica?
The cuica, the berimbau, all these different things that we still want to incorporate eventually.
It's like a weird sort of
yeah.
like you drum. You just like you put your hand in and it just makes.
Yeah, it's a drum, but you also have to put your hand in it and control the airflow.
Okay.
So it makes like a cuica sound.
And that's literally where its name came from?
Yeah.
Is it cuica?
The sound that it makes. It's honestly one of the sounds that I mostly remember out of samba and Brazilian music.
Some cuicas in the background?
It's very unique and significant. You can definitely tell it's there. So really love that.
Nice. Okay, that's really cool. So yeah, how many people are in the band? Who we got going on?
That's still a work in progress. Right now, we have 4 members. You know, we have people that we want to bring on for sure in the future. But right now, we have Zion Spencer doing drums for us. We have Daniel Armstrong doing keys for us, and then bass and guitar respectively.
Okay. Yeah, I know I've seen you guys had a few changes, but you know, yeah, but you guys are always like the solid foundation of it.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. That's how I know you guys like to keep it going and keep moving forward.
Yeah, and it's really
no matter
cool.
What happens,
like
you guys are still going.
even bringing the same compositions to different people, because they won't interpret it the same way. You know, we really like to just give people like a sort of like outline, but whatever they do inside of it is up to them.
Yeah.
And, you know, as long as you're on time, you know.
Not like this is exactly how the song goes.
Yeah.
It's like bring your own little style to it,
Yeah.
your background and your heritage too.
Yeah, just show them what has been done in the past and see what they can bring to the table. See what their style kind of calls for, or what they think might sound good in certain places that wasn't there before, is kind of an ongoing idea. A lot of people have had time to play with it.
Yeah.
It gives your music a chance to like continue to evolve.
Yeah,
you know, whoever steps in, even if you just have like a special guest come on a song, it can completely change up your whole sound.
We already have a couple songs that already gone through changes like that. Yeah.
That's cool, dude. So yeah, you said Zion Spencer's playing drums for you now.
Yeah,
And I know he's got his own solo project going on too.
for sure.
And you guys are going on tour together.
Yes.
So is this like your first real tour?
Kind of.
As Profetic Calaveras, it is.
Yes.
Okay. And you're just hitting up the West Coast right now?
It looks like that. We're still trying to get like some stuff back in the South and Northeast, I guess, or East Coast. But right now we're focusing our energies for at least the next couple of months in the West Coast. So I think for sure we're going to try to hit California, Colorado, New Mexico, and Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah. The cool thing about the tour, it's completely independently planned.
Yeah.
So we don't have anybody helping us with it, which is inspirational in and of itself as artists and musicians who don't think they can go very far without getting signed, being able to do everything independently. I've been booking all the gigs and planning all the different routes that we are going to take. And right now we have 4 states on our repertoire, kind of California, Arizona, Colorado, and New Mexico. Hopefully going in like that kind of formation.
That way you can kind of hit up everything in one go.
And hopefully it's going to go smoothly. We have experiences on the road where it doesn't exactly go as planned.
Yeah.
But the whole entire thing about it,
Yeah.
is just rolling with it and going with the punches. Every problem that arises, you solve it. Everything that comes, you need to either take the opportunity or walk away from it. And it's that kind of split-second decision that might make or break everything.
Yeah, especially as an independent artist. And it's weird because that's kind of where the music industry is now. Because back in the day, it was like you had to have a tour manager, you had to have a label to get your name out there and do stuff.
You had to know all the booking people in the town.
Yeah, exactly. And the better your tour manager was, the more people they knew. And so now it's gotten to where, we are capable of doing it ourselves and getting online and doing all that kind of stuff. We can produce our own music. We can get it out in all different types of markets. So I see, as an independent artist, where the next step is booking your own shows and going out there and
for sure. And it's just kind of cutting out that like middleman. It's just like a lot of people get kind of screwed over in that regard. They'll think, oh, I just need to get signed, and they'll take care of everything, and then be like, oh, you'll get we'll give you a generous 30%, and then keep, It's just kind of like, if when you learn how everything works by yourself first, like whenever that door does open, you can figure out if you're gonna get screwed or not.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it's sort of just training. Just to be. It's hard. Having to do all this by yourself, but the knowledge you gain after it's all said and done, is literally gonna save you so much.
Yeah.
Time
Especially
and
like
money.
if you do have labels coming at you and trying to offer you stuff, and you can just look through it and say, I could do this myself and not give you a cut or whatever little money I'm getting in.
Already, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like they want to get a percentage of your merch and they want to get a percentage of your ticket sales.
They want to own your name sometimes even.
Yeah, and that's the biggest part is whenever, it's your music, and it's especially you guys are putting in your background and your heritage and everything into your music, and somebody to come in and act like they own you. But since you're putting in all this work and you're putting in all the groundwork, you're putting the foundation of your band out there, then you have a stronger place to stand whenever you have people coming at you.
Exactly.
All right. I don't know if that got too deep. Like, that's not where I was planning on going, but
that's pretty much spot on. That's spot on.
Yeah,
that's
awesome.
where we're at.
So yeah, let's keep this moving. Recorded music. Do you guys have anything online that people can listen to check out your sound?
Right now, we do have. We recorded at the Prophet Bar. We did like a live session. A few weeks ago. It might have been a month or so. I don't.
It was on July 15th, so it was about a month and a half ago.
But we do but that was kind of an ordeal because the sound engineer that worked our session the last time wasn't there, and he had like recorded some bits and pieces, and so we were hoping to like get that same guy again and record the set, but he wasn't there that time. well, he was working on the other side because it's the door in the Profit Bar, you know.
Right.
So he was working the door, and so there was another sound engineer there, but he didn't bring his computer. So I had to like think fast, and I was like, well, I have a flash drive, and I know you're working with an X32. You can record out. Let's see what happens.
Got what you got.
Got what we got. There was some glitch like stuff. It was really weird. Like things would just glitched out, and so like some of the recordings are just like they'll skip. It's weird, but it was just kind of like, well, it was free recording. It kind of like had a little basis of what we sounded like. But we also did get the opportunity to go down to Wire Road Studios in Houston and got to record for free. That happened, a couple weeks ago?
I don't remember the date exactly, but it was a few weeks ago. Yeah, our Chewy, our old drummer,
Our Chewy.
our beloved
Chewy.
Chewy.
Our beloved
Jello.
Chewy. So he's like sort of like our original drummer, I guess. But he's pretty much just like his family. He's
so much history with that dude.
So much history with that dude, and he pretty much had an opportunity for extra recording time down at Wire Road Studios, and so he was gracious enough to be like, yo, do you guys want to come down to Houston with me? And I mean, this is like one of the top studios in Houston. Like a few of the artists that recorded there have gotten Grammys. Like so like there's a bunch of like hip hop and R&B artists that are just recording down there, and their facilities are fantastic. I mean, probably multi-million dollars. Like,
yeah,
it was such a blessing and such of just like a confirmation of what we're doing and why we're doing it. It's just kind of like, thank you, Lord, thank you so much for this opportunity. Because I mean, you could literally spend $1,000 a day. Cheap, maybe.
The room we used for 2 hours was $300 an hour, and we got it for free.
Wow, with the sound engineer and everything.
With the sound engineer.
The owner of the studio was recording our session.
That's unheard of. That's ridiculous. That's really awesome, though.
Yeah.
It just so happened in my travels last year, I knew a guy who actually helped build this studio. This studio started in his living room, and this guy became my friend. And he just so happened to be a connection to this studio who his best friend owns, obviously, and that's just how it all happened. Chewy is friends with this guy as well. His name is Brian, and he's been a blessing in and of himself. Yeah,
dude, Brian, you're the MVP.
Amazing human being. Gave us a recording interface, so now we can do our own recording. He's just been a blessing. Gave me a bass amp last year. He's an amazing guy.
So this song, you guys recorded one song, or?
We recorded 3 songs.
3 songs.
We recorded 3 songs. We're still having to do some editing here and there and overdubs, but for the most part, we have 3 songs that we can do for sure. And then we are looking to hopefully record a couple more songs while we're on the road. We have maybe some opportunities that we can go record in the West Coast. We'll have to see about that. But we do at least I would love to do an album. I was like, we can get enough material. It might take a little bit, but we can get enough material to get an album. But we really do need to release stuff soon. So an EP looks like the closest what we're gonna get, and I'm hoping that we can have a single released like in the next couple of weeks.
Okay.
And then the rest of the recording, we're gonna hope that people will just like, we'll have. They'll chew on that for a little bit, get crunk about it, and like, I can't wait till the rest of it comes out.
Yeah, I've got to hear at least 4 more songs.
Yeah, we're just like, all right, we got to grind. We have to get this. But yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. EP soon.
EP
really
soon. Single sooner.
Yes.
And where can they find you?
So we do have a website, ProfeticCalaveras.com.
That's it.
Not org or what's the other one?
Biz,
Net.
edu.
All the other stuff.
So don't buy those, please. Please.
All right.
But yeah, we do have a website, Facebook. You can type hashtag Profca, PROFCA, to find us on most social media outlets. We don't have Twitter. We're not too fond of it. It's kind of like we're already doing so many other ones. Like I could be practicing.
I only have so much time.
Only have so much time. So,
Gotcha.
so Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and then our website. I think it's pretty well rounded.
Okay, and I'll have all the links in the description. So if you didn't catch all that, you can just click on them and good to go.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to say?
Thank you guys for watching. God bless, and definitely keep up with us because it looks like we might be doing some cool things.
Got things going on. West Coast, look out.
West Coast, look out! We're coming.
All right.
And we will be vlogging during our tour, so you can catch us at the Profetic Calaveras channel as well.
There we go.
There we
All right.
go.
Well, thanks for coming out, guys.
All right. Yeah.
Cool.